Greetings and hallucinations, ladies and lads. I am Chancellor of the harmonious frequencies of the mighty Empire of Onion, and this is Factorio. Well, I guess last time I mentioned that this time we're probably going to be building railroads. Guess I'll probably need all of those built, more than likely. And we're going to need some more locomotives and such. What am I missing for this? Oh, I need 20 engine. That seems pretty steep. I don't remember it being that expensive. Clearly it is, though. Man, it's going to take me a long time to be able to get that many engine cores. Even if I just set the output of this one into a chest, it would still take a very long time. I guess we'll do like that and see if we can get some of those going. So if I can only make one locomotive right now, I guess that means I have to sort of prioritize whether I want copper or iron coming in first. We're going to have to take out a whole bunch of trees, which is going to be an enormous pain and very time consuming. Unfortunately, I don't have a whole lot of time to be recording today, because after this I have to edit this, and then after I edit this I have to edit a Fallout video, and so it's going to take up a lot of time. It's already pretty late and I'm incredibly tired. I'll be surprised also if I can even get this uploaded on time, because my internet has been horrible lately. All yesterday evening and all day today, it's been incredibly intermittent. It doesn't work most of the time. So I'll be very surprised if I'm able to get this uploaded on time. And I'm not sure what the best way is to approach this, if I want to set up the miners first, or if I want to get the railway set up down here first, because I don't know if I want to load up raw ores onto the train and then transport it and then refine it, or if I want to refine the ores here and just transport the plates fully fixed up, you know. I feel like the less refinement that I am doing in this area, the less pollution that will be produced in this area, and the less we'll have to worry about the biters being annoyed by what we're doing here. I'm still pretty sure that we're going to have to heavily fortify the area, because we probably will get attacked at some point, even just with some electric miners running. Because these guys are pretty close. If we look at... Okay, the train is headed back up to here. I'm trying to think about where's a place that we just have mining going on. Like, this corner is just mining. And we can see this pollution has reached all the way out to here. This corner... No, I guess there is refinement right here, though. So I can't really say that it's just mining in this area. Over here at the coal we have just mining, and it doesn't reach out nearly as far as this side or this. Are these guys new? Haven't we driven out here and murdered these guys before? I feel like we may have, but maybe not. Yeah, so I think it may be advisable for us to just send ore onto a train and up here for refinement. We could even refine it at the same area where we're already refining ore. I feel like this part is already open, so if we just pipe all the ores over onto this side and up here, we could load them onto the train from this position. I think that's pretty reasonable. We'll see how it goes, though. Okay, well, we've got a whole load of miners that are barely even working. I guess they're waiting for a reason to work. Yeah, they have such few resources beneath them. We're going to be running out here soon. So that's even more of a reason to get the copper going first, I guess. We still have a load of copper available up here, but we also have a need for it up here. Of course, we need it for these circuits and these researches, and this is being piped down to the guns and all that kind of stuff, so... Yeah, these are still getting the iron that they need. At least the one is. Okay, electric energy distribution is done. I actually have a lot of engine units there. I wasn't expecting that, so we have enough for the copper line to be brought up. I could see it being unloaded around this area and hooked up directly to the... Oh, come on now. Directly into here. So, or right into this line. And that would be fine. The only thing I was thinking about was bringing the iron in above the copper so that we didn't have to cross train tracks, but we can easily do that. At this point, I think it's probably better if the copper does come up here, and then the iron can be delivered somewhere over in this area, and we could just use... Yeah, we could even bring the iron in underneath this, right over to here, and shove it in here where it's already being mined up at. And yeah, this guy could be gathered up. He's unnecessary. This guy's still got a little bit of resource beneath him. Okay, let's look into research then. Just purely military for a while. Alright, so first things first, don't ask me why I'm running around when I have a car available to use. I already told you I'm very tired. But let's get these first miners, set up in the correct places so that they are doing the most good. Okay, let's go into bullet damage 4. Sounds pretty good. Sounds simple. Easy. Quick. No big deal. Oh, I told myself about 3 times I was going to take the car this time, because it'll just make things that much quicker, assuming I don't run into every rock and tree between here and my destination. We'll see, though. Okay, so all this will come in on the inside of this track. All the rest of these are coming in on the outside because they meet up here. And then with ores on both sides of the track, which I don't think is necessary in this case. Because all the ores on this outside are going to be taken off first, since they're the closest to the inserters, right? And so if I just have a load of inserters here unloading this belt, we can unload them into boxes, and then have the boxes unloaded onto trains. I'm not sure how efficient that is, or if there's a reason to do it a different way. So if we go to make some boxes, we already have tracks. We want them facing up, right? So that would be one inserter, because if the engine is going to be in the front, right, we would need the cars in the back. And thinking about that too, so we'll need 2 locomotives to start out with, and then, yeah, we'll need at least 2 cargo wagons. I'm out of steel now. That shouldn't be a problem. I have him there. That guy there. Okay. Now I think we need to run these up to here. I think it's like the fluid wagons, and if I have several of these throwing items into here, they just load up faster is all. With that being the case, I think 3, right, 1 for each part of the car will be plenty. And same for loading up the boxes. So we'll need at least 4 more. We'll need more to unload though. Okay, so for now I think this is going to suffice. I guess at this point what I need to do is finish the track up to the other end of the base and get the electricity run down here. I'm not sure how substations work. We may look into that since I've just recently researched it. That might be something that, since it's new, will be interesting to develop. But we'll see. So apparently I can chop down trees from inside my car, which is something I never would have imagined being a possibility. It's fine with me, though. Yeah, and I didn't mean by running over them. But you get the picture. We have bullet damage done. Let's get into grenades then, I guess. I'd like to see how the research is, because I imagine that we've used up a bunch of our military research by now. Yeah, the blues are now piling up and we have very few military research, so I'll try to alternate between blues and militaries just to keep the research flowing. But right now I'm so far behind on production when I consider what research is available that yeah, it's a little bit crazy to imagine. Okay, so we'll put this here. There we go. This is also going to have to be named copper drop off. That'll work. Okay. And I don't care about the numbers or anything. And I'll want to have these taking items off. Okay. And I think, yeah, I was gonna say, I think that a medium can reach to some extent. Of course it's right in the way. This'll do. Okay. So let's think about what a substation is like. Where would that be found at, even? These are construction robots and things. Programmable speakers. Power switch. Aha! It's right here with the other electrical stuff. Substation. And it doesn't tell me what it does. We need some plastic for it is all. Okay. This track actually is wide enough for me to drive at pretty good speeds. So we have a substation now. What does it say? Nothing. It has a huge area of effect though. Which is kind of good, but also a little strange. Like I could slap it down in the middle of this whole thing and all of it would be powered. We would only need like two or three of these for the entire area. They're expensive, but the amount of power that they, or the area of influence I should say, let's do like 2 more of these and then we'll connect the rest with the long, yeah, big electric poles or whatever. Okay, I couldn't help myself but place down a few more, and now they're outside of the influence. Should be alright though. Okay, so we don't have to be right next to it, because this reaches all the ones that the other one doesn't, except for a couple up at the top. And you know what would surprise me? Oh, wait. But we need to connect the wires between them. I guess we could do that with a large... Yeah, that does actually pick up the difference, and that's fine. We'll have these two back here that aren't powered. We can't reach with a small pole, and it doesn't have the width to grab those up. Oh no, it's only the one that isn't powered. Okay. Well, that's easy for me to figure out then. We'll just take it out and place it elsewhere. Somewhere where it will be powered. Like here. There. So we'll have some mix-up with the spaghetti lines there. It should be okay. Yes. And this will cover the two that aren't yet connected. And we'll be really wonky with it. Let's see. We can't place it inside here. Does a medium one reach? Weirdly, but it does. Similar to the original. Then we'll swap back to the big poles. And that connects up weirdly too, which is really strange and annoying, but it ought to be fine. If anybody comes down here complaining about our connections, I'll just tell them that they're crazy. Alright. What am I trying to do? Fuel. Yeah, we can get more fuel for it soon enough. Once we get back up to the base, it'll be fine. So this one's going to be changed to copper pickup. Sure. Perfect. And then this train is going to learn copper pickup until inventory is full, and copper drop off until inventory is empty. Automatic. Okay. So it's here. I don't know if it runs all the time, because if it does, that's going to be kind of a problem. And I'm going to have to make sure that the other train has plenty of fuel, because I didn't think about that until just now, that there's a possibility it's been running this entire time, and we'll run out of fuel soon. Looks like our satisfaction and production are still running pretty well already, so I'm not too upset about that or worried. I said blues were next, didn't I? Nuclear power, I don't think we're interested in. Worker bot cargo size. Braking force, trains can slow down faster. Stay at higher speeds longer. Okay. We can take a look at that. And I need to hop out and grab up more coal. It only used about 7 plus 9, 16 coal. This whole time? That's crazy. That's so crazy little coal. Alright. Since that is the case, let's go fill this other one up entirely. Alright. I'm not afraid to take down these trees that are on the corner. Okay, it's working. Fantastic. I'll be a little bit surprised if most of this coal doesn't catch up copper doesn't back up very soon. We'll see. Okay, so these are pretty much totally full. There we go. And all of these should be working because of the substations. It still doesn't say anything about the substation, but it's pretty obvious what it does. It doesn't really have any reason to specify. Do we just want to go straight on to Braking Force 2? I don't see why not. Oh, advanced oil processing, that's right. We don't need this yet, but we might as well get it. Okay, so now it's time to start setting up the iron. Alright, so let's check really quickly. Yeah, see, our pollution's already spreading down to this, so actually, instead of this, I think we need to shore up our copper production right now. Come on, it's not even a real rock. Come on, that tree isn't even there. Are they already starting towards my base? It felt like they kind of were. That's pretty minuscule, but you can see already we've discovered the beginnings of a larger base. Let's skinny on through here and get some defenses set up, if I can afford them. If not, we'll have to run back to base for a second. Alright, gun turret damage, because then we'll be up to damage 5, which requires blue and blacks. Okay, now our satisfaction is dropping. We are in need of some more boilers and things. We'll get to it very soon. First things first, we need to defend our assets. Cover our assets, as it were. Okay, well, I don't have enough blocks to set up all the walls just now. So I'll go see how many blocks are in storage. And we'll come back and finish up those walls. How much? Oh, these have a long way to go before they're full. So I was worried that I would run into the train driving up and down these tracks, but now I'm not worried. Okay, well, we're building those up. I'm thinking that there are a couple of ways we can expand our operations here. We're going to need more boilers. That much is for certain. If I can remember where they are. Let's go for as many as we can get. We're out iron. So the ins and outs don't matter on that side. Then of course we want to do one skip. Oh, I was in the way. So that we can connect all of these up via medium poles here. So one pole connects up all 6 of those, which is pretty efficient, I would say. And, oh, we had to use up our pipes to make those. We'll just throw a couple of pipes there, because I have no reason to get inside there anyway. Getting in this area is fine, and getting in here is pretty ideal. But the rest of that is totally unnecessary. Alright, what are we looking like now? We're not quite there yet, which is fine, because like I say, we can connect up over here too. Let's do at least... Okay. Yeah, and just have more lines. Okay, now we're starting to get back into proper production. This tells me, though, that we need even more boilers. We can add a couple in over on this side. Even more if we go down like we did over here. I'm wondering... Yeah, see, we have no performance on these lower ones here. Yeah, the performance of these back ones are low, actually. And these are only running at about half. Like, they aren't getting enough steam. So none of these are performing at their highest pace. Oh no, we're being attacked down below. In a place that's not protected, apparently. Where's my cart? No, seriously, where's my cart? Huh. So where did these guys even come from, I would like to know? What is this? What's this purple stuff? It's like it's still there, but it's not really there. Oh, did the train leave just now? That's a little odd. Okay, yeah. So if I plop that down, it all starts working again. I guess these things aren't really here or something? I'm not sure. Maybe they're just kind of here to remind me where things were. There we go. So now all that's moving. Is this thing destroyed? No. That thing can be repaired. I don't even know where those guys came from. Or how they got here. This place, maybe? Or this down here. And they just bypassed the guns. That's a possibility, I suppose. So I'll have to place down more guns for this area then. I was kind of hoping that they would prioritize the walls and guns over my machines, but that's clearly not going to be their priority. I thought I had made like 10 guns, but apparently I only made 5. So I'll have to go get some more iron. It's going to take a long time for the train to unload also. It'll be a while before it comes down here, because it actually is unloading straight onto the belt on one side of the belt. Okay. I guess actually it was all loading into the boxes. Man, I'm not going to say that that terrified me, but I'm a little shook right now. I'm a little shook, folks. Yeah, it unloaded all on into the boxes. So really, what I need to do is change this where it's spitting out stuff onto both sides. There. So it's always coming in on one side, but then it's splitting off and coming in onto both sides. I guess I could have done it like here and gone around this power pole or whatever, but this should be fine. Okay. I need iron. Well, I did it. I did it again, folks. Okay. So I need to stop driving on the tracks. Because I don't have the resources for all these cars, if I'm honest. I need them for other things. Yeah. So I think what I might do is create a second route sort of along the side of the road here. Of the tracks, I mean. Maybe I won't have to worry about that anymore. We'll find out. We'll see if I'm smart enough to stick with that plan. Okay. Yeah, so I guess I just have to replace these. I still don't know what's the markings on them. Like, why is it purple? Why does it have a purple health bar instead of the regular one? And I probably ought not to have put this gun here, because it's covering up copper. I guess when the time comes I can just move it. But we're not going to move more than one. So I'll put this guy way out here. Okay, so we can see that these guys were killed by the gun. And I guess having it around this area isn't a bad idea, because it will help protect the entire train and everything. I guess we'll slap down one more over here to actually protect the train. And this other stuff here. Yeah, it's just exactly in a position to help protect this also. So here I've been giving these guys about 100 rounds apiece. I didn't realize I could control right-click to give them 100. So there we go. They're all armed, and we have leftovers. But this also does mean that I'm going to have to build all of the walls, and I'm going to need more. Okay. Alright. Well, I'm going to wall these in, and they have bullets and stuff, but that's all the time that I have to record for today. So next time we're going to have to set up the iron, and we're going to have to set up a train signal so that we can have the trains crossing paths reasonably here. I am going to try to not run into the train anymore in my car. We're going to see how effective I can be at dodging trains. Let's make sure these guys can be repaired here. There we go. So yeah, if you want to catch another episode, be sure to subscribe. Consider supporting my channel through the Patreon link down in the video description. And feel free to check out any of my other videos or playlists that you might be interested in. I thank you so much for all the time that you spend on my channel, and I hope blessings of wisdom and peace on all of you. Farewell.